Today we are going to talk about Slap Battles. Slap Battles is a game about slapping people. Explore different locations, face boss fights, and try out various game modes. Sounds like a fun Roblox game. But what if I told you it's now filled with gambling mechanics and has become a repetitive simulator game? So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Slap Battles used to be an actually fun game. You start with the default glove, slap a player for the first time, then slap 10 more times, unlock a new glove, and keep enjoying. But this is where things started to be worse. On November 17, 2023, the first VIP glove Titan just released, costing $3 USD per month, along with changing the UIs completely. From that time, Slap Battles started adding gloves like Ferryman, Jester. These gloves don't even fit the game, so why do they keep adding this stuff? Well, no idea. They didn't stop there. They kept adding gloves that don't fit Slap Battles or are inspired by other games. For example, we have the most recent glove called Boxer. Slap Battles is a game about slapping people, not a boxing game. I'm not saying they just make these gloves, but if you take a look at the current lobby, you'll see that most of the gloves are one-shots and doesn't fit Slap Battles. That was the badge section anyways, but Slap section is the same too. Is there any difference? Like, the more you play Slap Battles, the more one-shots you get. Now, they didn't only make the gloves worse, they made the entire game, which I will explain later in the video. Now let's talk about the biggest problem right now, which is one of the main reasons Slap Battles has gotten worse. Imagine you are a new player in Slap Battles. You head to Arena for the first time and you see thousands of things happening in seconds. Like, what the f is happening? It's harder for new players to understand the game. It's not like they will directly start to grind slaps or start collecting badges. And what do new players get after all that grinding? These shit. They're not even as powerful as the ones in each update. The starter gloves doesn't make the game fair for newbies, while old players get insanely overpowered glove. These gloves make new players bored. They leave Slap Battles and probably never come back. That was just the introduction to the new Slap Battles. Now let's take a look at how the community has changed. As you can see, Slap Battles community is extremely toxic. These were just some examples, but there are even worse things which I can't show. I went to Slap Battles to see how people react on my questions. Here are some clips of people reacting. It seems like people still enjoy Slap Battles, but they're probably simulator players because there are not many old players left. It's clear that the Slap Battles community is flooded with underage players. If you visit the official Slap Battles Discord server, you'll notice that most of the people there are underage and toxic. If you ask one of these people, is Slap Battles fun anymore? They'll probably say,
yeah, it's fun the way you used to play it.
but is it really the same as in 2022? Maybe they still enjoy it because they play these types of games on Roblox, so it's not surprising. Hold on though, I'm not saying Slap Battles isn't fun. It's just more boring now. Old players enjoyed the classic version more, not the one with simulator mechanics. Old Slap Battles players used to be nice and friendly, but new players are way more toxic and not as nice to random people. Not everyone is like that, but a lot of the new players act this way. Anyway, there's nothing much to do with the community. Since the game has changed, it makes sense that the community would change too. Let's move into the next chapter now. Now, let's talk about the updates that have completely changed Slap Battles. Let's start with the most recent one. A new glove called Roguelike was added to the Slap section. Oh well, there's a level tag next to your username now. It makes sense though, since Slap Battles has basically turned into a simulator, so it's not surprising to see that. When you use this glove, there is a level bar. It gets filled by killing or slapping people, and you pick a card that gives special buffs. The power can go up to 400 and the speed can reach infinite, which is insane. This wasn't the update that changed Slap Battles forever. To find that, we need to go back to July 19th, 2024. The guide boss fight was released and everyone was hyped. But this update changed Slap Battles the most. Null shards, crates, slap effects, it all started here. They made null shards insanely hard to get unless you pay Robux. You only get 5 to 8 shards per tournament, while a single create costs over 75 shards. Now you either grind for 10 hours or pay them money. It's just like a simulator game, so there is no difference. And what do you get from crates? Slap effects. Slap effects are cool, but why do we even need them? This was just a way to turn slap battles into a simulator, making people grind for hours or spend Robux. Now let's take a look at the games event. In the games event, slap battles had this icon. You think there's a new map, right? But nope, no new map. They didn't just change the icon, they also added a new banner. Slap battles players would still understand it, but what about new players? They came to explore this cool summer-themed slap battles, but there's no change. So why they will still play it if there is no change in the map at all? They will leave, but also dislike the game after leaving, because they got clickbaited. Now let's talk about the Slap League game mode. Honestly, it just feels like a copy of touch football and other similar football games, except you hold a glove in Slap League. Here is a clip of touch football copy. As you can see, there's nothing unique. You just slap the ball into the opponent's goal and get silver tokens. It would have been better if they hadn't added a clickbait banner for something that didn't even happen in the game. Tencel made the game worse by getting rid of the classic references. Everything they add now is just filled with effects and new models. If it has came this far, they should stop making the classic gloves and use different glove model that fits the new slap battles more. Anyway, slap battles turning into a simulator is pretty self-explanatory. So let's move on to the next chapter now. What slap battles YouTubers do you usually see? Slap battles used to have great YouTubers like Mr. Nebel. His videos were short fun and didn't waste time, but he doesn't upload anymore because the game has gotten repetitive and boring. Recently, my YouTuber role was removed probably because my latest video didn't reach 5,000 views, but it got more interesting when I found these messages on Discord. So basically, he's saying I shouldn't have the YouTuber role and that I'm underaged. This guy uploads one video every 2 months and says, I don't deserve the YouTuber role. You shouldn't hate on others when you barely upload. But it's crazy that he still has the YouTuber role. It's the internet, so you never really know who's underaged or not. You can't just call someone out when maybe you're the one who's underaged. I am not hating on Sprag, so let's just end this. Anyways, Slap Battles players used to watch these videos, not the one like how to counter Shackle Glove. All I can say in this chapter is, the old creators were great and people enjoyed watching them. But they left because Slap Battles turned into a simulator. And that's it for today. Slap Battles was once a fun and unique game. Thank you for watching.